Haven't used this in ages. Oh my god, look how full coverage that is. Eee! She is a skinny legend. It's like a little tiny pizza cutter. Oh no! If my hair looks a little bit different or a little bit dodgy, it's because I've put my extensions back in again. They're just clip-in ones, so if you see any of these, that is why. Because I posted a tweet about this the other day. I've lost a lot of hair recently, as in like my hair has fallen out and I'm not 100% sure why. I'm pretty sure it's related to when I switched my pill. I then suddenly started losing hair. But then people on Twitter were telling me it could be, well, hormonal, iron levels, stress, who knows, combination of the three. I might cut them down so they actually like match my standard hair length, because these are the 22-inch ones from G Hair. Anyway, that's not the point. Today's video is going to be me taking on Nikki Tutorials challenge. Well, it kind of wasn't really a challenge. So she has named this the first letter makeup challenge. I believe she was the first one to do this. I know that people have done loads of first letter videos with things like food, but this is the makeup version. So I can only use brands in this video that begin with the first letter of my name, which is Sophie. I've got the S brands today. Some of the stuff I actually haven't tested before because I like picked it out of my new testing box. And then some of the stuff is just things that I would never normally choose to use. So I guess this video is basically just me being forced to use products that I would not normally use. Let's get to it. Every time I say that in my videos, it just makes me think of the Lonely Island Jack Sparrow song.
Boys, let's get to it.
If you've got no idea what I'm talking about, go watch that video. So I think I actually got pretty lucky with this challenge because I've got quite a big list here of brands that beginning with S. If I've missed any, let me know down below. I've got down here Sleek, Shiseido, Spectrum, Superdrug own brand, Sigma, Smashbox, Stila, Skin 79, Sosu, Sugar Pill, Skindinavia, Soap and Glory, and Sport FX. I forgot to mention as well, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you wouldn't have seen this. I got bit by something on my face. I also got bit by something on my hand. It's really swollen actually. But I've got no idea where this one and this one came from, because I swear we don't get mosquitoes in the UK in the winter. Like, what could have bit me? It's definitely not bed bugs. I thoroughly checked my bed, don't worry. So for my primer, I've got the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control primer. This is really nice actually. I've actually started using this quite often. I tend to switch out my primers most days just to try and use like as many as I can up. But this one is really nice because it's not that like silicone feel. It's more of a gel, but it feels really good. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. This area is so dry. You know what? I'm just gonna put a little bit of extra primer just on this bite. The only foundation that I've got is another one from Smashbox, because I got rid of my sleek foundations when I did my declutter because they weren't the right shade for me. I also think this foundation is not the right shade for me. This is the shade 2, which is light warm. Oh yeah, I forgot this foundation is so thick and full coverage. And for my sponge, I decided to get out my Sport FX sponge, which I used to love. Haven't used this in ages. Oh my god, look how full coverage that is. Eee! That is some serious coverage. Okay, immediately I would not recommend this for dry skin because that is matte. Oh, and it dries really fast. Oh no, look, it's all dried. I actually think this is too full coverage and too matte for my liking. It dries immediately, so be careful. I don't really think this is my shade. I've heard really good things about the lasting power of this foundation, but that formula is not for me. That is too dry even for my liking. Okay, we will continue. For my concealer, I'm using the Sleek Life Proof Concealer in 04 Vanilla Chai. Again, I can't remember what I thought of this concealer. I think I have tested it once, but I don't really remember what my thoughts were. That's really bad, isn't it? My one dislike of this is that the doe foot is really small, so you have to dip in quite a few times to get the amount of product that I want. To be honest, I can't tell too much because the foundation was so full coverage, but actually, I think that looks really nice, that concealer. It feels nice, doesn't feel too heavy, which is not something I can say for the foundation. If you have tried this foundation, please let me know what you think of it because, yeah. I like the concealer though. Do you see the problem I'm having here? Wait one sec, let me turn down the brightness. It's just not really having a good time with my dry patches. So I've got the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Powder that I'm going to use under my eyes. I don't actually know if this is still a thing. Does Soap & Glory still sell makeup? Because I'm pretty sure last time I checked on the Boots website, I couldn't find any Soap & Glory makeup. But this powder is really nice actually. Then on the rest of my face, I'm using this, which is the Sport FX Performance Powder and Bronzer Compact Duo. So you slide it this way and it's got a bronzer, and then you open it up this way and it's got a powder. So I'm going to use that on my face and see if it adds any extra coverage. Let's try on my chin first. Okay, it's quite light. I think that added a little bit of extra coverage, you know? Oh my god, it smells so nice. It smells really good. It smells like coconuts. I actually like that powder. I think that's nice. Nice. Pretty decent powder. And it smells like coconuts. It smells like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You know what? I could actually use the bronzer from this. This is definitely more of a contour, but I'm gonna try it. It's probably gonna be a bad idea. Yeah, that's definitely more of a contour shade. I'm really scared to put more on. I'm also dipping into this, which is the Sleek Face Form Palette in Light. I've had this for so many years to the point where it's probably most likely expired. But that is the only bronzer that I've got that begins with S. Alright. My cats actually cannot be without my dad. He's just gone to the toilet and my cat is standing outside, meowing. They've literally got attachment issues. That's not bad, you know. That would do. Oh, I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to contour my nose using the contour shade from this. Oh god, that was a bit much. This makes a good little nose contouring kit because I've done it a bit harsh, but then I'm just dipping into the powder to blend it out and make it less harsh. I also have this Shiseido blush, which I have tested in a video before. This is really expensive. This is in the shade Alpenglow 06, so I'm going to use that. Let me just clean my brush. Oh, okay, that's very crumbly. I've just made myself look like an actual clown, but I kind of like it. I mean, that colour is gorgeous, but I think one of these blushes is like 30 quid or something. To be fair, most slimline packaging I've ever seen. And I'm a big fan of that. She is a skinny legend. I approve. I like that a lot. Then for my highlighter, I've got the one that comes in this palette, which is quite a subtle highlighter. This was the first highlighter I ever owned. I've also got this, which is the Spectrum Zodiac Sunray highlighter, which has got such nice packaging. Looks like this. And I've also got the Sephora liquid highlighter drops. I actually found these in my brother's room in a box of stuff that I was getting rid of. I've decided to use them for this video. Okay, that didn't really blend very well. You gotta go quick before they dry. To be honest, that doesn't do a whole lot. I'm gonna use the Spectrum one instead. I nearly hit myself in the face with that. This one is more of a golden colour. White gold, I would say. Ooh. It's quite nice, but it is just all stuck in that line of liquid highlighter that I definitely should not have done. This highlighter is also pretty subtle until you add multiple layers. It's all right. It's a little bit meh in my opinion. It's just not really giving me that, like, you know, in combination with the liquid highlighter, pretty blinding. But on the areas where I didn't have any liquid highlighter, it's very, well, not very, but it's more on the subtle side. For my eyebrows, I've got a bunch of new products from Sleek, which very handily arrived the other day. This is the Sleek Nano Brow Disc Fill and Define product in ash brown. This is like that little roller wheel eyeliner, but for your eyebrows. It's like a little tiny pizza cutter. So I'm gonna give that a go, and I've also got their new microfine brow pencil. I'm gonna try both of the products in ash brown. Let's try and draw in some brow hairs. Oh. Okay. Oh, it kind of hurts. It kind of feels like I'm microblading myself. Wow. I'm actually kind of impressed. Let me do the other one and then I'll show you up close. I am actually really impressed with that. I need to blend it out a bit, but can you see it looks like I have microbladed my eyebrows and drawn in little hairs at the front here? I was not expecting that outcome at all, but you can literally just do little strokes. That is pretty impressive. I'm also just going to try the pencil. I'm going to use the brush on one side to try and blend that in a bit. Oh my god, that actually looks really good, if I do say so myself. I'm not going to blend it too much because I want to keep some of the definition. Never try and make your eyebrows identical because it won't work. I'm just using the pencil to fill in the edges because it's a bit easier than the little wheelie thing. The only thing I'm missing is a brow gel. I don't have a brow gel by any brand that begins with S. I like both of those brow things, was not expecting to, but I'm very impressed with that wheelie thing. Then for my eyeshadow, the only palette that I had by a brand that begins with S is the Spectrum eyeshadow palette, the Zodiac one, because I got rid of all of my sleek eyeshadow palettes, my Soap and Glory eyeshadow palettes when I did my declutter, but I'm not mad at it because this is a stunning palette. I have actually used this before in a video, but I'm going to use different colours today because it's got some really cool duochrome colours in here. Oh my god, that blue shade is stunning. They are so pretty. So I'm just going to take the shade Nebula, which is this brown, for my transition shade. Whoa! Okay, I forgot how pigmented these are. That was all from one dip. I'm kind of scared to use the black colour, but then also I want to do a different look from last time. Let's just add a bit more brown to the inner corners. I really want to try this duochrome shade. It's a bronze colour, but it's got little blue glitters in it. It feels like a cream eyeshadow. So I'm just going to put that in the centre of my lid. Oh, it kind of looks green on my eye. Oh my god, that is so pretty. That's a bit boring, isn't it? I'm going to take the black. I'm going to take it sparingly. To me, it feels like a cream eyeshadow, so I'm kind of scared. Yeah, what? That literally is a cream eyeshadow. Well, now we have a problem. How am I going to blend this nicely? The problem is, it needs a dense brush to pack it on. But then how do I blend this out? Oh no, I didn't mean to get it there. Oh no! Okay, most of me is thinking that I should just not have gone in with the black shade because everything went downhill from there. I'm just dipping back into that brown to try and blend this out, but it is really not very easy. While I've got that brush in my hand, I'm gonna take the brown again with some of the black left on the brush. I'm just gonna run that along my lower lash line. And then in the center of my eye, I'm taking the shade which is called Meteor, which is a steely gray, which I don't know if it's just me. Does that have a bit of blue in it? Oh my god, these shimmer shades are so pretty in this palette. That shade is gorgeous, but I almost want something a bit brighter in the center of my lid. You know what? I'm actually just gonna leave it because I think that looks really pretty. Ooh. Stepping out of my comfort zone again, you guys. What has gotten into me recently? For my eyeliner, I've got either the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Oh my god, I've just remembered. Wait. On the very center of my eyelid, I'm gonna take a bit of my Stila Diamond Dust because I haven't used this in ages. And I'm just putting that on the very middle. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this eye look. I'm sorry, who is she? For my eyeliner, I've either got the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner, or I've got the Shiseido Arch Liner Ink, which is this really weird, tiny one. I think I'm gonna go for the Stila one because that other one is gonna take me forever. That's pretty nice, actually. Then for my mascara, I'm using the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. Was anyone around on my channel when I used to love this? It did amazing things for my lashes until I realised that it was transferring onto my face throughout the day. Although that could just be me because my face is an oil slick. And then the final step is the lips. For this, I have got a bunch of lipsticks from Smashbox, which I opened in my unboxing that I did with James a couple of weeks back. So I've got some of their Always On liquid lipsticks, and then I've got some of their cream to matte lipsticks, which I like the sound of. This shade here, which is a cream to matte lipstick in the shade Barely. Oh no, sorry, Just Barely. Ooh, cool packaging. This looks like a bit of me. Doesn't smell. Okay, yeah, it's very creamy. They're called cream to matte, which makes me think this is gonna dry down. It's a bit of an awkward shape. Oh my god, yeah, it's drying down. How does it, what I want to know is how does it not go dry in the tube? Because that has completely transformed into a fully matte lipstick and I have really made my lips very wonky. That is gorgeous. That colour is beautiful. The only thing is it's a bit of an awkward shape because it's that like slopey sort of shape. That's the word. This is the overall look. I actually can't get over that brow product. And that eyeshadow palette is stunning. I really like this lipstick. It's matte, but it feels really comfortable. That was definitely a bit of a mixture. I would say my least favourite thing from the video was the foundation. My favourite thing from the video is probably the eyeshadow palette. What do we think? Let me know down below. So I'm gonna finish this video off by answering a question of the day. If you guys have got any questions, leave them down below. Today's question comes from Hannah Peacock and she has said yes, early to the post. So excited to see this. Thank you very much. Love you, Soph, and love seeing your declutters. Ah, thanks. Question of the day. What are you going to miss most when you move into your new home and what are you going to miss least? What I'm going to miss most is my parents and my cats and having company because my dad also works from home, so we're always in at the same time and it's quite nice to have somebody around. And also in the evenings, obviously, like I don't see James or my friends every single night, so it's nice to just sit and chill with my parents. I'm also gonna miss my dad's roast dinners every single Sunday. I'm gonna have to make my own roast dinners every Sunday, but I'm gonna miss my dad's because he's the best at roast dinners. And also I guess sometimes when I'm like editing, my mum will come in and be like, oh, do you want me to cook your dinner? And I'm like, yes please, thank you. So I'm gonna miss my parents and their cooking. What am I gonna miss the least? Having to tell my parents everything that I'm doing, because sometimes they'll be like, are you gonna be in for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know at the moment if I will be in for dinner. Having to film in my bedroom. I am looking forward to having 2 separate rooms for filming and doing work and then sleeping. Right, so I'm gonna end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That would really, really help me out. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think. If you aren't already subscribed, would love to have you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!